right, guys, so last time we met to talk about our information writing, we brainstormed 3 different lists on things that we either enjoyed, that we knew about, or that we wanted to learn about. And today we are going to continue that brainstorming process, but we're going to do so by diving deeper into this list that we have here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the work that we did last time and we are going to narrow that down even more. So let me go through what I did again, because whenever we go back and build on something that we've done already, it's super important to make sure that we review what we've done already. So things that I said that I enjoy: reading, going on adventures, exercise, cooking, trying new restaurants, being outside, traveling, yoga, podcasts, movies with heart, the beach, happiness, and teaching. And what I'm going to do after I go through all of this is something that you're going to do in your writer's notebook too. So pay attention. What do I know about? Reading genres, exercise, listening to others, solving problems, Mexico, yoga, wonder, social media, website design, virtual teaching, repurposing furniture, and designing houses. And then what do I want to know about? Well, I want to learn more about decorating homes and yoga and exercise. Keep learning and growing, right? Repurposing furniture. It's on my bucket list to write a book someday, so I want to learn more about that. I always want to learn more about traveling. Meal planning and meal prep. Trends in technology, and then best practices in virtual teaching. Okay, so those are my brainstorming lists. And what I'm going to do now is something that you're going to do in your writer's notebook today too. I'm going to go through each of these lists, and I'm going to just star things that kind of stick out to me that I would maybe want to write about. Okay, so one of the things that I see here, and it's a trend across all 3 of my lists, is this idea of exercise. Exercise is going to get a star next to it because that might be something that I really want to learn more about. Another thing that I'm, of course, interested in that I could write about, because I know a lot about it, is this idea of teaching. Okay, I've been doing it for a while. I think I could maybe write about that. Right here, again, we see exercise, okay, and we see virtual teaching. I could definitely go into that. But then I see that these 2 could be related to each other, and I'm kind of interested in maybe deciding on writing about something like that. And so then I've got designing homes here, exercise here, repurposing furniture here, trends in technology here, best practices here. Okay, whew. I got a lot of things to think about on my brainstorming list. Well, now that I've narrowed down things that are interesting to me, teaching, exercise, and then decorating, I would like to kind of categorize these, okay? So I'm going to look for 3 different categories, and I'm going to make a sticky note for each category. So my first category that I see as a trend here is exercise, okay? And I've got a couple things on my list here. So fitness, healthy habits, like I talk about in my brainstorming, like food prep, and then specific types of exercise, running and yoga, okay? That's one kind of category from my brainstorming list that I have here. So I'm gonna put that up here, and we'll get to that in a second. Another category that I have here is teaching. That's a trend throughout all 3 of my brainstorming lists, okay? Specifically, we talk about virtual teaching. Then I wanted to learn more about trends in technology. Best practices. Yeah, I could go a long way with there. Okay, so that's the next category that I've found here. So far, my brainstorming has led me to 2 different categories, exercise and teaching. And I'm kind of seeing one more category here, and I'm trying to think of what I could call this, and I think I'm going to call it decorating, just because I can fit a lot of the items that I did on my brainstorming underneath this category, okay? So, like repurposing furniture, designing homes. I'll actually do designing / decorating homes. Okay, so now I have 3 categories here. Okay, now once we narrow down our brainstorming list, these topics that are now grouped, right? I've got 3 different topics that are grouped here. What we want to do is carefully select a topic that we want to just maybe spend some time expanding on for our informational writing. This topic needs to be a topic that you are truly passionate about, okay? This topic needs to kind of fit the cause and effect stuff that we have been talking about, causes, effect, or event or issue, and then effects. So I want to think through about that a little bit more. And we also need to make sure that there's plenty of information about this particular subject and that we have some prior knowledge about those subjects, okay? So as I'm going through that list, passionate about it, the cause and effect, plenty of information, and prior knowledge, I want to even whittle down what I have here. I am passionate about all of these things, for sure. I can find plenty of information about all of these things, for sure. I have prior knowledge about all of these things, for sure. But one of these things I don't feel like fits the cause and effect relationship piece, and I think that's decorating, okay? I do think, however, that both exercise and teaching has a cause and effect option that could go with it here, okay? I think that I need to spend some time going through what potential causes and effects fit both of these categories to decide what I want my informational essay to be on. And you know what, guys? I want you guys to do the same thing today, okay? You guys are going to look at your brainstorm list. That you did already in your writer's notebook. You are going to star items that interest you. From those items, you are going, which help you, right? This is how we narrow our list. Once we narrow our list, we are going to organize items into categories. And you can use a sticky note, scratch paper, whatever. And then from those categories, you are going to select a topic or topics that you need to keep thinking through based on these 4 things. Number 1, a topic that you are passionate about. A topic that can be cause and effect. A topic that there's plenty of information on. And last but not least, a topic that you have prior knowledge about. Use these 4 pieces of criteria to select a topic, And then tomorrow, we will work on identifying what cause and effect relationship the topics that you've chosen have. Go ahead and get started on that now, and we'll connect back again tomorrow. Nice work.